Oh, baby! Sorry, guys, I know I'm making a whole bunch of noise today. But we got a nice message for you today. It might even be somewhat controversial what we're talking about today, okay? So the title of this message is called Be a Copycat, all right? Be a copycat. And you'll see why I say that at the very end of this message, okay? And so what's happened today is that you have some things that you want to go after. There's something that you want to pursue, right? There's a certain level, a certain stature inside your field of work, inside your schoolwork, inside of your career, even inside of your sports, anything that you want to do. There's a certain level that you're looking to get to in it, but for some reason you feel like you cannot get to that level, right? So you might feel like you should be all-state or you should be all-American in high school basketball, but for some reason there's something that's keeping you from reaching there. You might feel like you should be the first concert chair in your band, but for some reason you can't seem to get that spot. You might feel like you should be the one that should be considered for the management position at your job, but for some reason you can't get the spot. What I want you to take away from this today is that you should be a copycat, all right? Because there's certain things that have already been set in motion in terms of what it takes to be successful. Now, in society today, what we hear about a lot is be your own individual, okay? Create your own style, right? Do things the way you would want to do it. And that's all well and good. But what I want to remind you of is that certain people have shown a proven path of success. And so one of the things, I'll use basketball as an example, right? Basketball. So one of the things that used to happen is when we all used to be in school, we would always pay attention to the latest move that Michael Jordan would do, or especially when Allen Iverson came on the scene and he started having commercials where he was doing some crazy things with the basketball. The next day in school, you would see everybody come, and because everybody wanted to be a better basketball player, a more influential basketball player, everybody would be copying those moves. Or when the And One mixtape tour, really first started coming around, and you would see guys like Skip to My Lou come out. What would happen is we would mimic the things that they would do. And even if you think about school, right, the whole essence of school is that a teacher is showing you the different science and mathematical formulas that have already been set in motion, and they teach you those things. They want you to copy those things, not because they want you to not become your own individual or figure certain things out, but what they want you to do is use that as a foundation, okay, so that you have a basis, and then from there you can start branching out, figuring out new ideas, figuring out new formulas, okay? So one of the things that I did when I decided that I wanted to become a speaker is I started listening to and picking up on techniques that my favorite speakers would use. So men like Eric Thomas, right? Or you know him as E.T. the hip hop preacher. Men like Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, okay? I would pay attention to those guys, Josh Shipp, Brooks Gibbs, Jeremy Anderson, David Asherick. These are all men who, when they get up and speak, right, they know how to command an audience. They know how to give you good information and help you to feel empowered by the end of their message. And so what I did is, and I'm still working on it myself, is I would copy. I would find little things about them that I could copy just so I can begin to learn what went into making and becoming a good speaker. What you have to also pay attention to is this, that when you start grabbing things from here and when you start pulling things from there, slowly what you're doing is you're starting to add different weapons to your own arsenal. And that's one of the things that makes you unique, because you pulled from this person that you enjoyed what they did, and you pulled from that person. Now you have a conglomerate, right, or a concoction of your own set of techniques and tools, and now when you go and present to somebody else, you have this uniqueness about you. People can see, oh yeah, he pulls from that person, or he pulls from this person, but I can see the uniqueness that he has in and of himself. All right, so there's something that I want you to do, all right, because I want you to leave here and not just go home and just say, I just heard a good message, but I want you to have something that you can practice by midnight tonight, whatever day it is that you watch this, right? By midnight of that same day, what I want you to do is find 3 people that you look up to, whether it be a mentor, whether it be your parents, or whether it be some superstar that you really like, you like what they do. I want you to find 3 people okay? And I want you to take 3 things from all 3 of those people that you're gonna say that by tonight, I'm gonna set those 3 principles in motion, into motion for my life, okay? So like I said, some of you, it might be an actor like Will Smith or Denzel Washington. For some of you, it might be an athlete. I don't know who it is, but take 3 people, and at the end of the day, I want you to have 3 things from each of those 3 people that you're gonna mimic, all right, on your road to success. So it's your boy, Coach Vaughn, all right, your motivator, your counselor, your counselor, but most importantly, your friend. And like I said on the last episode, your superhero, right? But I want you to really pay attention to those things. I hope that that helps you. Let me know exactly what those 3 things are, right? Leave a comment on the Facebook page, wherever. I want to know what those 3 things are from each of those 3 people that you plan on setting in motion. It's your boy, Coach Vaughn. I am